First of all, I have an announcement. That's always fun. Second of all, we're doing a membership drive. Anna's dancing. Let's take Anna. All right, just calm down. All right. So, what is this? Well, some of you guys already know membership, and you know how the whole show works. We got some of you might just see it on YouTube or Facebook or Hulu and all these different platforms that we're on. And you might see it one clip at a time, but you know the show is 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern live every day. TYT.com/live. That's okay. You don't have to catch it live. You can catch the Young Turks and all of our shows if you're a member. So that's TYT.com/join to become a member. But what we're kicking off today is a drive to get to 100,000 members. Now we're gonna do some things that are extraordinary here and very out of the ordinary. We're gonna have radical transparency. We're gonna actually show you how many members we have.
What?
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes. Now the reason why I say that, Edwin gives me, oh, you're a dog? Okay. All right. So almost no one in the industry does that. We're gonna show it to you down to the person, down to the actual count, and we're gonna keep on showing it to you. And then, by the way, we're also gonna tell you that our goal is impossible. But we have done the impossible a number of times. So I believe in you guys, I believe in us, and everybody that works here that we can get there. So TYT.com/join. Do we have the thermometer? Can I see that? So the campaign is be on the left side of history. I'm gonna explain why in a second. The number of paying subscribers we have right now is 27,661 as we go live on air now. We are going to try to reach 100,000 by the end of the year.
Whoa.
If you do the math on that, that is extraordinarily difficult, okay? But I believe in all of us, like I said, we're not the Young Turks, you're the Young Turks. And so what do you get? If you've never heard of it, it's basically like a progressive Netflix. I'm gonna get into a little bit more detail in a minute about what you get for it. But what are we doing in the membership drive? We're gonna keep bringing you different videos about progressive positions and defending progressive positions and also going on the offense. So whenever there's misinformation, every once in a while we will release a video that is specifically designed and it's tightly produced to say that you can share with your aunts, uncles, neighbors, etc. Hey, Medicare for all, you hear on CNN or Fox News that it's expensive. Now let me show you what the reality is and how much it saves the country. And on for all the progressive positions, why higher wages for the average American makes sense. And guys, overall, 2020 is coming. And the progressive wing of the Democratic Party must be defended. And we are the ones that are going to do that defense and offense, by the way.
So one of the things that's stood out to me quite a bit since Trump's election especially is even though you have news outlets who claim to be the resistance against Trump, every single news outlet that I've personally come across is afraid to be progressive, to promote progressive ideas, to share what they genuinely think if they are progressives. Progressive voices, especially when it comes to some of these Justice Democrat candidates, have been silenced, have been censored in the media, and we've been the only ones who have very aggressively endorsed progressive candidates, and we do it in a way where we show that we're unafraid to share who we really are with our audience. Now, at the same time, in order for us to thrive and continue doing that, and in order to have an even louder message, we need to remain independent. And the best way to do that is to rely on you guys. I don't want to rely on outside funders. I want to rely on our members, period. You guys are the ones who get to control the message. And you believe in a progressive message, which is why we want you guys to have more of a voice in what we do.
Yeah, so let me just add one quick thing to that that's really important. Look, we then become a rock and we become an immovable object if we're dependent on you guys alone. Thomas Jefferson talked about how democracy should be dependent on the people alone. Now, it doesn't mean that we won't take other forms of revenue in terms of advertising, different platforms, et cetera, but you see what's going on with YouTube, Facebook, and all the other platforms, and you see that it is an uncertain ocean out there. But if we have 100,000 members, that is our Independence Day. And that means nobody can move us off of this. Sad day for them. You know, if this pulls out or that pulls out or this insider doesn't like what we're saying or that insider wants to do something else. Sad day for them. Once you have that, you have progressive Netflix locked down. You get all the shows, Anna's show, No Filter, John's show, Damage Report, are all podcasts within the network. You've got aggressive progressives, old school, our post game after the show here. You got the entirety of the Young Turks, and they'll never be able to take it away. And as the 2020 election heats up, I mean, you saw what we did in 2018. We backed all those wonderful progressive candidates, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Andrew Gillum, all the people who won, but we also backed the people who lost, and we're proud of that because we fight for our ideas and our principles, even if it's risky. And we get to that safe haven of 100,000 subscribers, and no force on earth can take that away from progressives. So just in terms of what do you get in terms of content, let me just show you real quick. And this is a relatively new feature that we put up. Some of you are already familiar with it. $4.99, it used to be $10. For $4.99, you're getting access to TYT member shows, all of our shows, including extras, post games and extra, just for the members, special behind the scenes content. I recorded a new one today. Please check that out. The opportunity to interact with us, celebrity guests during our TYT town halls. That's just for members. You get to ask us any question you want. You get members only merchandise and discounts at shoptyt.com. Now, look, we would love it if you sign up at the old price and stay at the old price because it helps us become independent media, and it is really, really important. So for the guys paying $10 a month, we have insider packages that's called TYT Activists. Some of our town halls are only for the activists, and that's important because you guys support us thoroughly, and we want to have your back. Okay, you get exclusive TYT swag bags. I got recognized on shirt alone when I had my beard on. I talked about it in the behind the scenes today. So you get a lot of positive comments about the shirts to begin with. You get first access to virtual and actual live events. So you'll be able to get tickets before anyone else does. We'll be moving those around a little bit from time to time, those membership privileges, and hopefully add to them as well. And then once we get to those numbers that we're talking about, we can then continue to grow and add more and more shows. From there on, it's gravy. You want a progressive show, we get a couple more members, we get another progressive show and another, and we build upon that. But we've got to build this rock first. So tyt.com/join, let's all do it together.
Yes.
Boom, okay. So we will be updating you throughout today's show and throughout all these shows on where we stand on the thermometer. And what is exciting about this, guys, even if you don't care about the Young Turks or you don't even like the Young Turks, is either way, you're gonna get to find out how we do. It is going to be incredibly public, and no one else takes risks like this. But we do it because that's how we roll. We take risks when it comes to backing progressives. We take risks on air. That's because we're here to fight for you guys.
Can we look at the thermometer one more time?
Okay.
I want to just take a look.
Okay,
all
now.
right, let's make note. Okay, 27,661. All right.
All right, now.
Can we get 30,000 by the end of the show? I believe in you, okay? I believe in you.
Well, that would be something. But I like how bold Anna is. That's why she sits in that seat.
Bold progressives.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below. Then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.